evening. Right, 3 weeks since my last video. That's not good enough. I do have an excuse. The weather's been rubbish. And I also said I wasn't going to do any more coming down after work, fishing on a sandy beach for rays, because I've done that to death. So guess what? Here I am, on a sandy beach, after work, fishing for rays. It's the middle of February. The weather's been rubbish. Kind of running out of ideas. But never mind. Came last week, fished in the bay next to me, bizarrely. Why didn't I go there tonight? Anyway. And had 5 rays. Altogether, I think they went £10, but that doesn't matter. It was 5 rays. It was good fun. And that was the calm before the big Friday storm. This is now the Tuesday calm after all those storms. Really confident. Sea's had a right old stir up. And it's a lovely, lovely settled evening after the storm, so I'm really confident. I've come to a slightly different venue again. Although still Poole Bay, I'm pretty much smack in the middle of Poole Bay this time. So rather than being Southbourne or Boscombe, I'm in between the piers. This is an amazing venue if you're one of those folk who aren't blessed with the ability to walk very far, or can't be bothered to walk very far. That's clearly my case is tonight. The car park, drive to Boscombe Pier, drive down to the beach, little roundabout, turn right, you actually drive all the way along the beach, and you can park all the way along the beach here. So literally, park, fish. It's a 20-yard walk, perhaps. Or at least it would be tonight. I'd love to be able to say, look, there's my car, here's my rods. Since the storms came, about 70,000 tonnes of sand got blown up onto the beach, and they've shut this road off. So there we go, best laid plans on that. Came down here to try and prove how short a walk you need, or can get away with, to catch fish, and I had to walk miles to fish. Such is life. Anyway, because this is yet another repetition of the same old dross that I've churned out so far, I'm going to keep this one really short and sweet. So I'm not going to labour anything. Here I am, Tuesday after the storms, in between the piers. It's a great venue, shuts at 12. Must add that bit of information in. The gates shut at midnight. Don't stay too late. And I'm going to show you some fish if I catch them. If not, then I probably won't even put this video out there, so therefore this whole entire sentence is pointless because no one's going to hear it. Apart from me. I'm waffling. Let's catch some fish. I caught a fish on the first cast. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, fish on the first cast. Tried to film the bite. Lots of you said, we want to see the bite cam back. Yeah, it went like this. It went, I was like, oh, camera out. On it, on it, on it. Every time I get the camera out to look at the tip, it doesn't move. And I still haven't fully figured out bite cam at night. And actually be able to see anything, so bear with me on that one. Anyway, this is exciting because it's a new species for this year, for 2022. It is. There's a monster as well. Slow down! Ooh. We all know what that means, don't we? After 3, 1, 2, 3, baby shark, doo 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 doo, baby shark. No, okay. Probably get done for trade descriptions or copyright now, won't I? But yeah, there we go. That's very exciting. My first little smooth hound of the year. What a cutie little thing. Put it back in its bucket of water where it was swimming around nicely, and I'll stick it back in the sea in a minute. But there we go. First cast, first fish. Not what I was expecting. Not the biggest thing in the world, but it's a start. Let's hope for more. Cast number 2, fish number 2. My first ray of the night. Sadly, just as I was about to beach it, where it's really, really shallow, the wings fell off. So it looks a little bit like a dogfish, but I assure it's ray. It's a lesser spotted, long, wingless, rough. There's a dogfish. I don't mind dogfish actually. I don't know why I said that. Yep, there we go. So 2 casts, 2 sharks. I should entitle this video "Shark Fishing on Bournemouth Beach." I bet I'll get millions of hits, followed by millions of complaints halfway through the video, and then realise I'm pulling the bonker. But there we go. 2 casts, 2 fish. So far so good. Cast number 3, fish number 3, turning into a fish-filled night. Woohoo. Probably sealed that now, haven't I? Last fish I'll see. Species number 3 as well. One of our more popular targets for people coming in the shop, Mr. Bass. Here we go, that. Showing off that wonderful spiky dorsal fin I just jabbed my thumb on. Here's a weird little bass. A, undersized, so it's got to go back, and B, also out of season until the end of Feb. 1st of March, Anything over 42, 2 per day you can keep. But right now this thing's got to go back for 2 reasons, undersize and out of season. If you're new to fishing and you want to catch a bass, word of warning, ouchie, 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 ouchie. This bit here, ouchie. A little bit ouchie here. Around the bum area, that's ouchie. They're vicious, they really are vicious things. If you go fishing and you end up having one of those nights where you're lucky enough to catch quite a few bass, guaranteed your hands will be ripped to shreds by the end of the night. Best thing to do, decent cloth or something, in the hope that your hands won't get shredded. But yeah, they were good fun fish. We live in there with bucket loads of them. So if you're new to fishing, be warned. Spiky as heck. Anyway, fish number 3, cast number 3, so far so good. Well, I'm really glad I brought you guys along tonight. It's, well, I've been here for nearly an hour, 4 casts, 4 fish, 4 species. All small, doesn't matter, does it? I'm enjoying myself. First ray of the night, little small-eyed, and it is a babber, but I still love catching them. They're just so unique rays. So there we go, so we've had smooth-hound, dog, bass, small-eyed ray. I wonder what else I can catch tonight. Could this turn into one of those red letter days? Am I getting too excited too early? Probably. Who cares? I'm having fun. Well, just had a little run of 3 of these on the bounce. Wouldn't mind so much if they were all 2.5 pound, but when they're however many ounces they are, it can be a bit annoying, really. No different to catching a whiting. There we go. Mustn't complain. Still catching plenty of fish. So low tide has been and gone. We're now on the run up. I think we're in that sort of middle tide, so I actually expected to go a little bit quiet for maybe an hour. It's again, as always, it's 9:30 now. So do I stick it out and have a late one? Do I fish through to, well, maybe go to maybe to 11? I'd be a big boy and stay out late tonight. And just see if anything comes on the feed a little bit later. But so far it's been a thoroughly enjoyable session. So what have we learnt? I always try and leave you guys with something, don't I? Is last Thursday I fished. I had the calm before the storm. It was a lovely session and I caught lots of fish. But I always think the most exciting time to get out fishing is the calm after the storm. Especially when you've had a good sort of southerly, southwesterly blow, that sort of thing. It pushes so much food in close. It can, you know, it can churn up shellfish and worms and smash things off of rocks and blow it all in close, and that will bring fish in. So if you ever get the opportunity to get down the beach in little windows of opportunity of weather just after some bad weather, get out there, because it nearly always fishes well. Top tip, there we go. Well, I've broken the monotony of catching small bass with a double shot. Chucked out a 2-hook rig, another woofer, a little doggy, and a tiny but beautiful little small-eyed. Look at that. One of those ones we call a butterfly. They're gorgeous little things. But there we go, so that was nice. So, I can't remember what I caught now. What have I caught? A couple of small-eyeds, a couple of dogs, that hound, and 4 or 5 bass. Very pleasant evening. Let's leave it at that, shall we? Let's leave it on a high. Unless I catch something massive on my last cast. In which case I'll come back and show you. Every time I say that, I never do. One day I will, and you'll be all surprised. Oh, he's come back with a fish. Anyway, glad I brought the camera out tonight, because it's been a good fun little session. Middle of February, sometimes it's a tough month, but conditions were just right today. After the storm, nice blow up, really easy venue. Would have been even easier if I could actually drive my car along the prom and parked. Thanks to the storm, that didn't happen, but worth remembering. I will just add, between the piers here, yes, it is a really, really easy venue to fish. Super short walk because you can park along the beach. It's not one to fish in the summer because it gets really busy with obviously other beach users, so probably just more of a winter venue, but definitely one worth remembering. But anyway, hope you enjoyed that. Good to see you again. Hopefully next video we might have some better weather and I can get out and do some daytime fishing and maybe look for a place. But until then, ciao for now. It happened. First time ever. After my goodbyes, I caught a fish that was worth showing on the camera. Ah, the Prince of the Sea, the mighty pout. So now I'm going to leave this video, or end this video, with me staring lovingly at this pout as I gradually fade out, with perhaps some Barry White playing in the background.